Read this last time, I'll read it again. Despite Coyote's clear desire to stand on her own 2 feet, Paco needs to help her through the door into the seamstresses' union. Heads raised and the front room of the bar falls strangely silent. Paco stands by her side now, not speaking, his dark eyes flat with fury. Coyote presses a rag to her clawed up face. She winces but manages to keep control as she breathes in slow, deep breaths to manage the pain. Taking a closer look, you see her arm isn't much more than shreds of meat and broken bone held together by tendons and burned skin. It will be a miracle if she still has it by the end of the night. Loading screen never even finished before I read that. Something's going on here. Well, I can't help it, Joe. I streamed the first 2 parts already. I would have streamed this part last night, but it wouldn't let me stream. Or rather, it wouldn't let me talk in Twitch chat, so I couldn't connect to see it. Mrs. Kubota is tending bar herself when Paco walk carries the mangled and bleeding Coyote into the union. As soon as the boss lady lays eyes on her missing bartender, the place gets quiet fast. By the time she rounds the bar to meet you, Coyote is the colour of wet spackle, and there's something new in her eye, fear. This woman is face down hellhounds, but the sight of Mrs. Kubota has her staring at the floor and mumbling. Woman, how dare you miss 2 shifts and then come back and bleed on my floor? I would be scared of that face as well, really. I'm sorry, Mrs. Kubota. I had a run that went bad. Soka, see that? She's pure weep talking Japanese here. I can see that. Your arm is a mess. Was this your crusade again? Do not answer. It only upset me further. You caused me to worry about you, Coyote, and that distracted me from my business. Oh look, she's talking Japanese as well now. Hi, Mrs. Kubota. My apologies again. Cherry, take her downstairs to Dr. Castle. Yes, ma'am. And tell Castle to put something new and shiny where that arm used to be. Oh, can I get a cybernetic arm? Mrs. Kubota, I can't afford a cyber arm, so they have a sort of joint term for that just now. I'm aware of your financial situation. When you're healed, we will discuss the concept of Kiri, the debt of honour. Now go, bleed somewhere else. I like how she's, like, at this point when she said some Japanese, she's letting everybody know what she said. But before, she was just saying it and never cared if you understood her. Yes, ma'am. Karma. Her anger at Coyote's rashness slowly washes from her eyes and is replaced by tears. She sniffs, wipes them away, and inclines her head to you. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Beard. That girl is precious to me. It is not often enough that we see acts like these in the barons. Yeah, I'm obviously a nice guy. See the beard? You've performed a great service for my little family and I welcome you into my home. Consider it yours while your work keeps you here. But we both know that words are mere air. Beyond my thanks, I offer you this remuneration. Please take it as a show of respect. This is just such like an 80s word. Let's go for the 80s cheesy one. Whiz, I could use a monk. You'll find more than a bunk beard. There is more to the union than meets the eye. Below us is a small facility available exclusively for discriminating independent operatives like yourself. In it you will find vendors selling the best gear the black market has to offer, a fully equipped cyberdock, and a secure place to rest when the dreck hits the fan, as they say. My, you're quite the entrepreneur. Shoot something? Shut up. I'll shoot something when I can shoot something. GAFFC in the piano. Indeed, normally I require a percentage of the runner's income for the use of this facility, but as I said, your family now, consider it on the house. I already read that second part. The piano was back here, wasn't it? I think it's in the next room up here. There it is. Oh, I hope this plays chopsticks. That is incredibly disappointing. Don't give me an option to play chopsticks if you're not going to play the sound effects for it. As you slowly pick the notes out on the keyboard, they spark a faint memory of wonder, immediately forgotten as the entire piano slides to the left, revealing a hidden staircase. You descend the stairs into the Union safe house. The entrepreneurial Miss Kubota has combined everything a runner might need into a one-stop shopping experience: black market equipment, high-end magical talismans, and a fully stocked cyber surgery dealership. It's Paco. Well, at least we've got some sort of home base now. I'm guessing this is Stash. Yeah, this is Stash. There's our arm. Let's just go talk to them now. Oh, like the wee gremlin thing. Make it quick, I need to operate. Thanks for helping me out back there. Haha. Tell me about the night Sam Watts died. Sam's dead. Geez guy, do you really think this is the time? How did he die? This is going to have to wait. The woman needs surgery, now. Okay folks, I'm going to have to ask you to sit in the waiting area. Watch some Trivid or something. This young lady and I have to work to do. Mrs. Kubota never said what kind of cyber arm she'd pay for. I want something badass, got one with a laser inside. You take what I give you, lady. Now let's have a look at your face. Leave it. Excuse me. Cool. I earned this face by being stupid. I'm going to keep it. End of story. Whatever you say, kid. With one swift move, she sinks the syringe into Coyote's thigh. Night night. Doesn't even show your arm. And her face managed to scar up pretty quickly. Coyote looks both better and worse than the last saw her. All the gaping holes are plugged and she's sporting a shiny new cyber arm. But now that the adrenaline is worn off, it's clear she needs some rest. Good morning. Thanks to the miracle of modern science, combined with Doc Castle's magical healing powers, I'm almost as good as new. Better, really. Nice arm. Coyote looks genuinely sad. Look about Sam. I'm glad she brought this up. Yeah? I can't say I'm surprised he's dead. Sam was in a downward spiral for a long time. What can I tell you? Did Sam have any enemies? She thinks. Enemies, that's hard to say. Sam partied hard and when he did, he ran his mouth off pretty good. Got his ass kicked on more than one occasion. But no, I don't think he had any enemies, at least none that I'm aware of. You served Sam the night he died. What do you remember about that night? It was a pretty average night, regular crowd, as I remember. Sam was drinking with a guy named Armitage. Jake Armitage. Yeah, you know him. Met him, he's a charmer too. She bites her lower lip. I like gingers. Anyway, Jake and Sam were having a few. Well, Jake was having a few. Sam was tossing him back, but good. Eventually he got loud, the way he sometimes does when he mixes drinks with who knows what, and Mrs. Kubota wanted him ejected. Mr. Clue wasn't around, can't remember why. So she asked Jake to do the honours. Jake dragged him out back and into the alley, and that's the last time I saw him. Saw Sam. You said he got loud, do you remember what he was saying? She thinks. Standard Samdrek. How he grew up rich and didn't deserve this. How he hated his mother. How he loved his mother. It was pretty pathetic stuff. How bad was his drinking? If it was just the drinking, it would have been bad. But Sam wasn't the monogamous type. He dabbled into everything. Booze, chips, drugs. He loved the nitro. Whatever he could get his hands on. It wasn't always like that, but once he got sick, he started using more and more stuff to try and forget about it. Sam was sick. Dying, didn't you know? Yeah, everyone could tell. You could just look at him and see he was a walking corpse. It had to be the drinking. Then he disappeared for a while, and one day he came back all better. Looked good even. Did they say how he got better? He said his mum helped him out, never said how though. Tell me about Sam, I hear you liked him. I did, he made me laugh. No one else seemed to like Sam's jokes, but I did. Did you guys jam? Whoa. She smiles at Paco. Easy lover. No, it wasn't like that. We were friends. I guess I knew him the best of everyone here. Sorry he's gone. Where did Sam live? On the streets mostly. He'd occasionally convince someone to let him flop on their couch, but he'd always overstay his welcome and get kicked out after a few days. Sometimes I'd sneak him down here so he could crash in one of the bunks. He used one the night before I saw him last. Thanks, Coyote. Now I need you two to do something for me. I saved you, is that not enough? What do you need, babe? I need you to talk to Mr. Delilah for me about the Royale run. He's usually upstairs. Tell him I didn't get the gems, maybe I could take another run when I recover. I got the gems, but... So this means that I can just go up, talk to him and give him the gems and get all the money for it. This must be Sam's bunk. The bunk is a mess and reeks of booze. Searching through the sheets, blankets and pillows you find an old photograph that has seen a lot of wear. Look at the image in the photo. The picture is of a blonde boy and a girl, both about age 14, sitting on a dock at the edge of a lake. They appear to be twins. The boy has his arms tight around the girl's shoulder and is mugging for the camera. The girl is planting a kiss on his cheek while making rabbit ears behind his head with her fingers even. She suddenly got a sex change in the middle of that photo, you know? Check the back. Written in a woman's hand are the words, Sam and Jessica, Lake Sammamish, State Park, Summer 2040. Pocket the photo. How much money do I have? I'm gonna go and talk to this guy first, if I can. I can. Right, I'm gonna go and talk to him first, because he might give me some more money. And then I'll come down here and buy stuff. There he is. Mr. Delilah looks small and tough, with an untraceable shotty in his back and a heavy vest under his trench coat. He's got the air of someone who gets things done and occasionally does them himself. He might be an ex-runner, one of the rare ones that was smart enough to move over to management when his reflexes slowing down. What do you want? You, Delilah? Yeah, what's it to you, asshole? Can't you see I'm busy here? We've come to conclude your business with Coyote. At the mention of Coyote, he finally gives you his attention. Missing words here, that's the last 2 or 3 things that he's said that I've missed. Why didn't you say so? Coyote is late and my client is getting anxious, where is she? She's downstairs in the med bay, got her arm torn off in the job. No kidding, well, whatever, she's tough, she'll pull through. So who are you two? Beard. He's Paco. Great, we're all introduced, now give me my stones. I'm not really sure what to do here. 'Cause, I mean, if I hold back the best stone I can sell it. If I hold back the pebble with the runes, well I imagine that's the one that he actually wants. Any ideas here, FMD? No, I'll give them all. In an instant, there's a jeweler's scope in his eye, moving quickly through what appear to be the most valuable stones. He stops when he finds what appears to be an ordinary pebble inscribed with Hebrew characters. So I was right, he wanted the ones with the runes in them. While he looked away, the operation finished, and then she says that I was to go and talk to Mr. Delilah about her job. I spoke to him, he says that she finished the job and stuff like that. Didn't really care about what happened to her, and says he wanted the stones, and I got the option to give Myler all the stones, keep the best one, or keep the one with the runes in it. Obviously for this we see that he wanted the ones with the runes in it. That's the one, he pockets it. Okay, you done good, but you're late. And Coyote knows that in this case that late equals no payment. But I'm feeling magnanimous tonight, so you guys can keep the rest of the gems as your reward. Deal. That was no bad. Getting all the gems turned out better for me, I think. Mr. Delilah looks you up and down, takes you all in. Listen, you look like the sort of man who might run a crew of your own one day. Might need a little talent. When that happens, you come to me. I'll set you up. He dismisses you with a wave. So he's going to be my shadow broker guy, whatever you call them. The one that gives me missions, basically. Looks like you impressed him. I no offence for those gems. Van Gas, follow me. Is he in this place? I would prefer that he was, so that I can go back downstairs and sell them. Oh, it's Van Grass. There's been a couple of typos in this. Van Grass is busy talking in his comlink, checking his heads-up display, and motioning to a runner standing nearby, all at the same time. He's an intense little man, you get the sense that he likes to look busy. I'm Van Grass, make it quick, buzz is good, talk to me. We have some pretty things to sell, you'll want to see them. I have a fondness for pretty things, let me see. Do you think his implant is basically just a jeweler's eyeglass, but a better one? I mean, that's the kind of impression I'm getting here. Oh, I don't even have enough strength for charisma or anything. You hear the servos in Van Grass's cyber eye whir as his magnifying lens slips into position. He bends his head over the stones for 2 seconds, maybe less. Where'd you get this, Drake? A gumball machine? I'll give you 1,000 for them. By the fact that I'm getting, I'll think about it as an option. I'm thinking maybe I can quit out this and get my strength up. So let's try that. Suit yourself. Yeah, I just finished the run for Coyote. And hello, Bad Binary. Nice name. I quite like that. I just sold this. I just got the stones off. What's his name? Mr. Delilah. I don't have enough to level my strength, so I'm probably just going to sell these for 1,000. I'm playing a street samurai, shotguns and melee weapons, and I'm orc. So let's just sell these stones for 1,000 and go buy some things. I wonder if she can give me a cyber arm. In Shadowrun circles, the term doctor is often used quite liberally to describe any sawbones with a needle and thread, but in the case of the Union's resident medical expert, nothing could be further from the truth. The safe house boasts fully equipped medical suite, complete with shamanistic fetishes. This is a 6th world medicine of the highest caliber, so she's an actual real doctor. Doctor herself is an unassuming sort, perhaps the type to go unnoticed entirely if not for the sprightly spirit perched on her shoulder like her own personal gargoyle. The spirit's burning eyes follow you constantly, even as the doctor's eyes are buried in her charts. However, she does not look up long enough to acknowledge your approach. She does even. I'm Dr. Castle. I understand you were instrumental to bringing Kyoto back to us. Thank you for that. No, Sheen, now fixing up her arm, that was a piece of work. Surprisingly routine as it so happens. She notes you eyeballing the facilities. I can tell you're surprised to find a full-service medbay under a dive bar in a slum. Don't be. This is a Shadowrunner bar after all. For a purveyor of cyberware and trauma kits, there is no better place to set up practice. I patch up runners up, install and maintain their cyberware, and provide medical supplies for their runs. I may not be as mobile as Doc Wagon, but I'm the next best thing. Can I help you with anything? Well, obviously I want to see some cyberware. Let's hope they sell a robot dong. Exactly. You'd think cyber arms would upgrade your attack power. Right, I've only got about 2,000. Eyes, body, right arm, right leg, left arm, left leg. Right, let's exit for now and perhaps come back. I think a lot of people seem to be rolling Street Samurai. Like, straight away is the coolest sounding class. And shotguns and swords, who doesn't want to use that? Past the bar, the edges of the safe house become somewhat indistinct due to the magical haze surrounding a particular elf. The man seems only half of this realm, his mind wandering the far horizons of the astral space, which, while his body pedals in his otherworldly wares. They need to stop putting all these letters so close to each other. Yeah, I'll go back for the medkits and stuff later. Good evening, young orc, and welcome to this humble home that we call the Union. I am Algernon Halfdream, so he's a shaman, you can tell from his name. To ease your way through the Sixth World, I offer you the best magical foci, spells and fetishes, conjuring the spirits. Right, I don't actually do that, so it's pointless me talking to him. And this guy looks like he sells guns. God, that's one scary face. I don't want to talk to this guy for too long. Theodore Burster Grubberman is well-groomed orc. That's well-groomed? Okay then. Dressed with a precision that suggests the straight lines of a military officer's uniform. His hair is cropped short, high and tight, as they say, and the neat... What? Who says that? And the neatness this presents is only compromised by the uneven tusk protruding from his mouth. The only other defect in this picture of perfection is the man's cybernetic right arm, which is obvious enough to be noticeable but not so obvious as to ruin the line of his suit. When he speaks, the orc's voice is soft and thoughtful, and he talks almost exclusively in numbers, calibers, ranges, rounds per second, arc of fire, raising factor, tensile strength, and of course price. Bunker Buster Grubberman at your service. Friends call me Buster. I also answer to Sergeant, Sir, and even Theodore on occasion. Anytime you're in the market for firearms, ammunition, or ordnance, I'm your man. How can I help? Let's take a look at what you got. So, weapons. Actually, let's look at his consumables. I'm not too big in grenades. I can't use drones. So, does it say shotgun here? Can I compare this to my shotgun? 14, 19, 2 and 6. 12, 19, 4 and 6. So it has more rounds but it's weaker. I guess I'll stick to my shotgun just now. Oh, it was right underneath it. I don't know, I might actually... I can only shoot 2 bullets a round. Yeah, let's just save the money. Nothing right now, thanks. Change your clothes, change your life, right? Not only will you look better, Not that you look bad right now or anything, but each one will help you keep on the right side of the ground. Take a look. Right, I've already got the best clays they can sell, so... I say best, they're ugly, I don't like them. Especially since it covers the beard. So let's just get some cybernetics. Actually, trauma kits with these do. Trauma kits are fully automated stabilisation units that include the defibrillator. Spray on synthetic skin and medical nanomachines. They can save a runner's life if you move fast enough. So if you're bleeding out, one of those can get you back on your feet. Exactly, but you have to be quick. This is Doc Wagon's on field tech. But even their stuff has its limits. Sure. Oh, these are expensive. I would definitely need some, but 400 for trauma kits. Exit. Never mind. I think I have 2,000 something. 2377. So if I buy a cybernetic implant, can I afford a trauma kit? Eight HP and quickness. And they cost essence. I wonder, I'm guessing I can get these operated out later. I don't know, because the robot arms only add 6 HP. But I can get 2 of them, so I could get 12 HP, or I could get HP and quickness, and I'm going to go for the quickness. Let's go for right leg. Cyberware causes essence loss. For each point of essence lost, a spell's cooldown increases by +1. Casting a spell again while it is cooling causes drain and damage to caster. You cannot have less than 1 essence. So I have 5 essence to spend in cybernetics. What's that in your shoulder? This little guy supports the healing rituals I perform on my patients after surgery, dramatically reducing their recovery time. Not standard procedure of course, but the results speak for themselves. Nice. I'm not a shaman, so I don't care about that. So let's go back up and continue with the quest. Return to Coyote. Ah, she's doing the stairs, isn't she? That's annoying. She should be here. You're back. I think the highlights of the Wolves game will be on soon. Want to take a load off and watch it with me? I don't like football or whatever this is. I found something in the bunk Sam was using. Yeah, great. What was it? A photo. Did you know Sam had a twin sister? Yeah, he did. He mentioned her once or twice. It didn't sound like they got along that well. She thinks. He was rambling on about her last time I saw him. By that point he was completely gone. I really couldn't follow what he was saying, but he sounded miserable. Your comlink chips. That... It chips? Chirps? I think this is what Styro was talking about. Your comlink chirps and the screen shows the smiling face of Officer Aguirre. If he's smiling, it must be about money. Talk. There's been another Ripper murder. This one's at the NTSB investigation facility down in the docks. You owe me for this. Put it in my tab, you there now? Better get out here quick before McCluskey arrives. The image in your PDA dissolves and the call ends. Another Ripper murder? Where? Docks, I've got to go. Okay, listen, I want to help. You dragged me out of the Royale before something bad happened. Worse than getting my arm tore off. And Sam was my friend. You head to the docks and I'll see if I can track down Sam's sister, Jessica. She might be able to help us. Thanks, I appreciate the help. So let's get to the docks. I imagine there's got to be some combat here. There's always combat in the docks. Leaving the Seamstresses Union behind, you head to the docks. The Ripper killed Sam, and maybe he or she slipped up with the latest victim, left some useful evidence. Only one way to find out. South Seattle's your typical industrial area, grit, grime and grey. The rain doesn't help any matters any. Layers of dirt mixed with abandoned wood pallets, repurposed into makeshift furniture for day workers. Garbage collects in the gutters of the broken down street. Disreputable is the district's middle name. Your destination, the National Transportation Safety Board warehouse, is located in a small strip of the dock towards the less maintained end of the waterfront. Despite the presence of those who linger in such places, it's quiet as you approach the gate. There's a Cessna. Right, so I'm going up here. Let's talk to the streetwalker, which is probably code for whore. Hey, you looking for a good time? See, whore. Know anything about the NTSB? Yeah, the bums around here have been stealing old crap from that place for years. Not worth my time though. Pfft, that was helpful. Doesn't look like I can get through here, does it? Alright. Oh, there he is. The guard looks bored. He toys with his gun absent-mindedly, like he might shoot something on a whim just to watch it die. Hey, you're about to trespass on corporate property. Looking to get dusted, street scum? I'm working with Lone Star in a crime scene investigation in an NTSB warehouse. Sure you are, and I'm Lothwire, the King of Dragons. Beat it. Okay. I guess I'll have to sneak in here. Maybe. We'll have to kill him. Maybe she knows something how to get in there. Ah. Nice. I like how you can buy a whore for the guard. Not me. A friend of mine. I need you to have some fun with the guard by the fence around the corner. She looks at you knowingly. Alright, 20 buys you a 5-minute distraction, then I've got to get back to work and earn some real rain. Ho ho. That's disappointing. I would have liked some dialogue or something there. There, good, we've got... That's a big gun you have there. Standard issue, man. Nice. This is taking an awful long time. Oh, Bad Binary, have you been watching this before or something? Or are you talking about this running the game? Yeah, I'm guessing that I'm missing something. But nothing's come up when I've moused there it, so... Ah, there we go. He's distracted, so I can climb up this building. Oh. Can I borrow it for a few minutes? Oh no, wait, let's be an asshole. Who raised you? A pack of wolves? Their ladder's mine. I could use your intestines as rope instead. You can have it, I didn't mean nothing. I'm a dick. I was hoping there was more dialogue here, but there wasn't much. It's a shame there's like no way he can spot you. Yeah, there's definitely going to be a fight here, it's all set up for one. Inside, the large grey warehouse is typical as the outside. High ceilings adorned with girders and rickety catwalks top of a huge utilitarian room. Concrete and steel walls meet a concrete floor. This is a place for storing things and nothing more. Nice poem there. Despite the quiet in the outside, the inside is a hornet nest of Lone Star officers going about their business. In the centre of activity is the Emerald City Ripper's latest victim. With uniforms everywhere, no one stops you at the door. It seems this case hasn't leaked to the press yet. Lone Star or no, you've got a job to do. Took your sweet time, didn't you? I'm a busy man. Who's the corpse? Just a corpse, and one that's not going to do anything for my career, I can tell you that. I left the computer on in the office over there if you want to see for yourself. The victim worked here at the NTSB warehouse as a black box researcher. NTSB? The National Transportation Safety Board. This warehouse is used to go over wreckage from plane crashes and try to determine what happened. The Vic was in charge of their highest priority investigation at the moment. We've gone through the victim's computer and his case notes indicate that he was selling secrets. Idiot kept records. Spilling corpse secrets, not the wisest career choice. Nope. Some runner like you probably offed him to cover up his corp master's involvement and tried to make it look like a Ripper killing. Here's the office key, check out for yourself if you want. Good, so this must be the offices are here. Wonder if there's anything I can loot in here. Oh, this might just access my stash again. This appears to be the victim's locker. The door is slightly ajar. Inside you see several of the dead man's personal items. Inspect the toothbrush. The blue toothbrush is still wet from being used. It smells of mint and cigarettes. Oh, that's not completely disgusting. This appears to be the victim's locker. Alright, I've already read that. The comb. The comb is black plastic and has some wiry grey hair stuck to it. This appears to be the... That's not very useful just now. I don't think the killer came in and used his toothbrush and his comb. The researcher's work, cyber terminal, has been left on, presumably by the Lone Star investigators. One day I'll be able to say words properly. Let's just read the case files. Case file number 85, Federated Boeing Jetliner IDN 2305, corporate owner Aries. The plane had several mechanical issues resulting in a mayday at 3:04 on June 17th, 2053. The pilot reported that the altimeter was reading in the negative values. The co-pilot takes over the controls as the pilot leaves the cabin to investigate the rear of the plane. The pilot cannot be contacted or located by plane steward. The co-pilot radios a mayday. The plane crashes in an empty field in western North Dakota. Unknown, unknown, unknown. Corrupted. The notes appear on screen pertain to the NTSB case file number 96. The crash of Aries jetliner near the UCAS and the Sioux? I don't know. Sushi? How is it you say that? I remember the bands Sioux and the Banshees, but I don't remember how to say it. The Sioux Nation border. The crash is reportedly the result of an equipment failure. Reading further into the investigators' notes, however, you find substantial evidence linking the crash to an experimental Renraku research initiative. The information can be worth a great deal to the right buyer. Definitely, I would have downloaded that as well. Well, I did download that. That's it, there was no much there, is there? No much telling me why he was killed, other than the corporate secret stuff. I guess maybe to cover up the fact that that plane crash was an experiment. Beard, I'm surprised to see you here. Let me guess, Officer Aguirre tipped you off? Suppose you must have made an impression on one at the market yesterday. Or you cred stick it did at any rate. Ha ha ha. Anyway, surprise, we've got another Ripper victim in our hands. So what's the story with this one? The victim's male, mixed Native American descent, aged 38. Based on the condition of the body, it looks like he was killed around 2 in the morning. Cause of death, unknown. Several internal organs were removed from his body after death, quite gruesomely. I'm not sure if the killer even knew what they wanted before they started cutting. Not much else to tell yet, really. He does have a lot of pre-existing scar tissue, so he probably had a major surgery at some point in his recent history. Unfortunately, with the organs gone, I can't determine the nature of the surgery. So I'm guessing this is basically Jigsaw. This is the Saw movies. This is what's happening here. Except for he's like, instead of everybody that's done something bad, it's everybody that's like done something they shouldn't have done. Like this guy's took somebody else's organs as a donation or whatever. And what was the first guy? The first guy was a drunk, so he took his liver. So the killer seems to be taking organs that they don't deserve to have. Nice hole where his chest was, so what was on the butcher's shopping list? Well, the killer definitely took the lungs. The more I look at it though, the other missing organs may just be eviscerated with the chest cavity. Sounds like the Ripper's taking a different trophy from each victim. Sam's liver, this guy's lungs. See, this guy smoked and he took his lungs. And Sam drank and he took his liver. I don't remember what did the woman that he took the eyes off he did. Sorry, I don't do theories, I'm just a scientist who happens to prefer dead people. However, while there was massive damage in the chest cavity, I can see that the victim's lungs were transplants, which is interesting since another victim's missing heart was also a transplant. So maybe people that don't change their ways. Maybe Sam had a transplant in his liver, because his mad had to pay that money for something, and it came back good. I know I missed the story about the girl with the eyes, but I don't remember what she did. And the game also missed the story about the transplant with eyes. Granted, modern medicine has made organ transplants relatively easy, but it's not coincidence. But as a scientist, it's just a coincidence. This is only the third body I've personally examined. One of our other branch managers handled the other two. If I find more victims had organ transplants, I'll let you know. What woman? Oh, her. Who's that woman over there? No clue, she just showed up next of kin, I think. How's Officer Aguirre doing on the case? He seems like a real go-getter. Aguirre would have loved to solve it before McCluskey and get his gold detective shield. Plus he'd love to see McCluskey suck it in front of his superiors. He's already tried to bribe me to keep information from McCluskey and slip it to him. I'm inspired by the tireless pursuit of justice. Did you take the money? He grins from ear to ear. Do you have any idea how much this job pays these days, sir? I don't think Aguirre's officer salary is going to do much to seduce me into helping him. Sounds like a no bad job then, does it? Is McCluskey getting any closer to a suspect? McCluskey couldn't just find his ass with both hands. Don't tell him I said that though. I'm going to take a look around. Let's talk to that woman since it seems to be telling me to do that. Oh, what's there here? What's there here? I might find that random elf guy again. No, can't even go through that door. Oh well then, let's just talk to her. I don't know, what about you, Bad Binary? Do you remember what the woman with the eyes did she do yet? God, look at her. Oh, Shannon Halfsky, so she's a shaman as well. You're not a cop. She looks up watching you warily. I'm independent. What's your relationship to the dead man? The suspicion in her voice and eyes departs almost instantly when the subject turns to the deceased. He's my brother. I've been trying to speak with him. I'm afraid the spirit is too disoriented by his recent journey to answer me. You're a shaman? Yes, for all the good it's doing me. If I could just make contact, I may be able to deliver justice and allow my brother's spirit to rest. Were there any other witnesses? Not so far as I can tell, not among the living anyway. Realization then dawns, bringing the light back into her eyes. But my brother's spirit may not be alone here this night. She closes her eyes and concentrates, droning a low chant you can barely hear. Yes, there are others. Other spirits who may be of help. Her features hidden in frustration, as if she's searching for something that remains elusive. Sighing, she opens her eyes and fixes you with a stare. But I can't do it alone. Great. I'll just go and pick up some spirit eyes for you or something. What'd you need? The warehouse contains the spirit of a plane crash. Victims trapped between worlds. They wish to help, they wish to be heard, and I think they may have something to say about my brother's murder. Lone Star won't let me in there, but you seem to ever run the place. If you can find personal items that belong to the victims, I believe that I can summon a spirit to speak with us. I'll need at least 2 such objects. Can you find them for me? Sure. This better pay off. So I guess that's why I can go in here. There's a large pile of old shoes on the ground next to the airplane seats. They could be discarded luggage or possibly shoes worn by the occupants of the plane at the time of the crash. Dig through the pile. Find nothing interesting about the shoe pile. Oh well. Could I not just take all these shoes and that would count as something? It's hard to say whether this is a heap of items and refuse recovered from the plane crash or simply trash that has been taken out yet. A sticky substance of some sort seems to have seeped through the trash pile and your hands are quickly covered with the stuff. After searching for a minute, you unearth a handful of interesting items. The cred stick. Hell yeah. Earring. The earring is made out of burnished steel, formed into the shape of a small salmon. An intense primal fear washed over you as you touch its surface. This must be one of the items the shaman was looking for. Lunchbox. A dented tin lunchbox that's seen better days. You can barely make out the face of a grinning troll in the front. Did I take that lunchbox? Yeah, I would like to, I wouldn't like to know what that sticky substance was rather. Right, so that wasn't a 2, the lunchbox didn't count. Can I climb up there? Maybe there's another pile in this room. They wouldn't be outside, would they? It sounds like they have to be in this room. Thought maybe I knew that I found something, maybe the shoes would give off the same feeling. This was a corp hit, why would they leave evidence in the computer? Good catch. That's information. That information is probably worth a fortune if you'd found a buyer. God, that's not helpful. Maybe something in his locker. Yeah, I thought so. Feels as though you found enough objects. Sure. You hand her the objects you've found, she closes her eyes and chants over them for a time. When her eyes open again, they're filled with tears. Thank you. These items are all I will need. It shouldn't take me long to... Oh no, McCluskey. Damn. What the hell is all this? Officer Guire trails after the detective, only meeting your eyes for a moment. She's the victim's sister, sir. This is a crime scene officer, not some stylish drum circle. Isn't it a standard procedure to contact next of kin? Ma'am, consider yourself contacted. What dick? Now get the hell out. Come on, if we stay much longer I'm liable to do something I'd regret, or worse, something I'd enjoy. That man is an ass, he is indeed. She stares daggers at McCluskey from all across the warehouse. But there's no helping it now. I should be grateful you were able to collect these items before the clods carted everything out. Can we still summon the spirit? Not from here, I'm afraid. Spirits such as these have domains to which they are anchored. We need to get back in there. Rent-a-cops won't tie up places like the place for long. Agreed, I expect it will be clear by nightfall. You sure you're up for this? So this is when the combat comes in. There may be a rabbit hole, but I have to get to the bottom of it. Whatever your reasons, thank you. Now, since we have the time, we should probably enlist some help. They may post security overnight. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say you know where to find the kinds of people we need. Just smile. Oh nice, 4K. Good, I'll put up the money if you find the bodies. She produces a fistful of crumpled Nuyen from inside the leather pouch, starts to count it, and then shoves it out, shoves a whole wad at you. I thought Nuyen was only stored in cred sticks and stuff like that. I never knew there was actually a physical item for it. I thought it was just bitcoins. Meet me back here at midnight, the spirits will be strong then. Let's talk to Delilah. Mr. Delilah. As you start to leave the warehouse, your comlink chirps, it was chirps it meant last time, and the face of Coyote pops up on the screen. Coyote looks tense. Hoybeard. You in the middle of something? Just getting jerked a bit round by some Lone Star, same old thing. I hear you. Her jaw sets. I don't know if I ever told you this, but I was born in Royale. BTL pushers like Stevie J ran the squats, ran my world when I was growing up. I remember. Sure looks relieved. Whiz. I have a cousin, Gino, who's been missing for months. He hit the sprawl about a year ago, and immediately fell in with them tweakers, bad guys. They hooked him in high-amp dream chips, and started using him for all sorts of dreck. I tried to help him, but he pushed me away. Then he disappeared. I've been shooting up BTL labs ever since trying to find him. I'm guessing you have a new lead. It's not a lead. No, if they were actually taking a piss when they say whiz, it would be in brackets. Her face lights up, she's running hot, has a serious edge. I know exactly where he is this time, got an old friend who eyeballed him herself. I'm on my way, Paco's with me, but we could use another hand. You in? I need you right now. Sure. You know the deal, Coyote, I work and get paid. I'm not doing this for her. I want some money. I already put my life in the line for this bitch. Good luck, I gotta get back to looking for Sam's killer. I understand, Paco and I can handle it. I've done this before. Later. Shannon's plan is the best lead you've got to find out more about this Ripper. But getting back into the warehouse is going to require some support, in case Drek hits the fan. The Seamstresses Union will have exactly what you need, a fixer. Finding the necessary middleman and deal broker is key to most plans involving Shadowrunners. A good fixer is worth a million. It's their job to have contacts and know who's good at what. They'll put together a team you need, magical support, skilled street samurai for muscle, or Nova Hot Decker for matrix work. They keep saying Nova Hot, it's kinda, in fact a lot of the words they use in this is cheesy, are cheesy. Running the Shadows is a life and death gamble. It pays to hire the best Shadowrunners you can. Let's talk to Delilah. He was in the back last time. Oh, it's Cherry Bomb. Cherry Bomb flags you down as you walk through the door. Hey Beard. There's a woman looking for you, Jessica something. She's waiting for you by the stage. Bellevue type. Wouldn't order anything, won't touch anything. I think she's afraid of diseases or something. Thanks, Cherry. No charge, Chummer. Why is the bar so empty? We don't get much action in the early afternoon. Just a few salarymen slumming Tourisville, hoping to talk to Madame Sinful or some die-hard regulars. Who's Madame Sinful? That's what the downtown folks call Mrs. Kubota. It's a Tourisville thing. They like her to have a naughty name like that. Sure, bye. Nerves. Oh no, wait, that's the sister, isn't it? I'll talk to her when I come back. If you're talking to me, there's business to transact, am I right? It's always business with me. I appreciate this about you. Street talk is that you're a dangerous individual. Damn right. What can I do for you, dangerous individual? I need to put a crew together. You got a scratch, or you planning to pay me out of your earrings? I don't think I'm wearing earrings. How much is this going to cost me? Well, for your speed, hired help will run you about 1200 a head. If you start taking on tougher jobs, well, the more experienced runner, the higher the rates. I'll pay them up front. Come see me when your business in the union is resolved. We'll see you put together our team. So I need to go and talk to her just now anyway. At a glance, you can tell that Sam's sister, Jessica, is from a different world. The opposite of Sam in almost every way. Her suit is tailored, her eyes sharp, and her style exudes authority. She eyes you up and down warily. She does a good job of hiding it, but it's clear that she is well outside of her comfort zone. Yes, and you are. Name's Beard. I used to work with your brother Sam. I should have guessed. How's that? You look like the type. Siri, what a bitch. Can I shoot her? She seems to instantly regret saying it. Are you better? I'm sorry. Look, I just want to understand everything that's going on here. A woman who called herself Coyote contacted me this morning to inform me that my brother was dead, and that I should come to this place and speak to someone about an investigation. Sam didn't die of natural causes, he was murdered. She briefly casts her eyes skyward and gives a small shake of her head. I wish I could say it's a shock, but given the circles he ran in, Sam hadn't run the shadows in years. If you say, but even so, look at this place, these people, and you. Bitch. She then furrows her brow, regarding you more critically. You're not with the police, are you? Figured that out all yourself, huh? Must require a lot of your brain. She scowls, an ugly expression on an otherwise pretty face. This is just what I'm worried about. Such an attitude could jeopardise any real shot of solving this case. Surely there is an official police investigation going on, why not let the professionals handle this? Lone Star, professional, not the ones I've seen. You must have better things to do than waste your time searching for whoever killed my low-life brother. First, Sam was my friend, and second, him paid for my trouble. Bitch. She seems genuinely surprised. Someone's paying you? I find it hard to believe that anyone who really knew Sam would put up the money. Who is it? I'm afraid that's on a need-to-know basis. This is ridiculous, he was my brother. You seem really shaken up by his death. That must be sarcasm. Fine, I'll pay you hundreds, just tell me. That's no bad. I mean, I would have preferred 1,000. Done, it was Sam Watts. I don't expect you to, it is what it is. Am I to believe that my drunken sort of brother hired you the first to find the person that killed him after he died? Her boardroom mask drops momentarily, and in a sigh, she reveals a brief glimpse of her real emotion. I left Seattle to get away from Sam and his bullshit. Now I'm back, he's dead and I still have to deal with him. Yeah, I remember Scalwell. Or Scalaby1 if that's how he says his name. Jessica composes herself, and in breath, the mask is back in place. Listen to me, Weird. You seem like the decent person. I'm trying to move on with my life. Our mother killed herself last year, and Sam was Sam, you know? I've worked so hard to put my family issues behind me. I don't want to see this drag on. You're not asking me to quit, are you? No, I don't know, maybe. On the streets, honour still means something. I'm sticking with the job. Honour? How about honouring the wishes of the living instead of the dead? What bitch? She sighs, she's done. Never mind, I can see you're not going to let us go, and I respect that you're honouring my brother's memory in your own way. But I hope you can understand how emotional this is for me. She doesn't seem very emotional about this to me. It seems like she just cares about getting her own problem sorted. Jessica's demeanour instantly changes from reluctant to helpful in the span of a single meditative breath. Maybe you can help, maybe you can do things in a way that the police can't, and maybe I can help. What do you need from me? Finally. Well, when was the last time you saw or spoke to Sam? It's been ages, I can't even remember. The bartender recalls, oh no wait, actually the note. There was a note in Sam's body, sounded like an apology, an offer to me to put up with Baron Hatchet. It was signed Jessica. I wrote many such notes in the beginning, but I haven't made such an effort in a long time now. I don't know why I would have kept it. Where were you in the night of Sam's murder? I will overlook the implied accusation and tell you that I was a fundraising event all evening, a very crowded fundraiser. Did Sam have any enemies? Sam's biggest enemy was Sam. I don't know any of the others. You would likely know better than me these days. Tell me about your mother and her death. She was a devout Catholic. I don't think it's an exaggeration to say that she sacrificed her life for Sam and me. But she turned a blind eye to what Sam was becoming, refused to acknowledge his downward slide. I couldn't watch her do it anymore, so I moved out. After I left, we drifted further and further apart. I wasn't here when she died. In fact, I didn't even know until I returned to Seattle 5 months ago. Were you and your brother close? I think I've made my feelings about Sam pretty clear, don't you? You don't seem to care, like, yeah. You don't sound sad that he's gone. I mourned losing Sam long before he died. Jessica takes a photo from you guardedly as if it might sting her, but that guard drops the moment she looks at it. Where did you find this? Sam's bunk. I can't believe he kept this. It was one of the few possessions he had. She studies the old photo for several minutes, silent moments. What happened between the two of you? Things were different back then. We were different, we were a family. Then after her father died, things began to change, and we couldn't get back to a new normal. With her dad around, With her dad around, there was always a reassuring order to our lives, but after everything got mixed up, you can never really appreciate the importance of a person in your life until they're gone. Well, she's no appreciating Sam's life just now, is she? The remorse plays wet across her eyes, and it seems that she's not talking about just her father. Just as I'm going to take a drink. Jessica then steels herself to tell the rest. Sam tried to be the man of the house. He truly did, but he couldn't handle it, and pretty soon he had to spend every dime of her father's life insurance, every dime. After that was gone, with Mum working three jobs, he spent all her money too. I couldn't stand the way he abused her trust, so finally I just had to leave. She holds a photo forward, one part of her ready to relinquish it along with the past, and another looking to hold on to both. May I keep this? No. Sorry, it's evidence. Bye. Alright. She hands it back. Where were you living before you moved back here? Cal-free. What brought you down there? It was less of what brought me there than what made me leave here. I felt lost in Seattle, so I moved to California to see if I could find myself, and did you? Actually, yes, while I was there, I developed a whole new outlook in life. A vision for a world, what the world could become, and I came back here to help make it happen. I've taken up enough of your time. Thank you, Mrs. Watts. Or Ms. Just as well, I need to go back to the office. Good bitch, man. She probably is lying to me. But before I go, you should know that I'm reinterring my mother's body tomorrow. I'm arranging to have Sam buried with her. The funeral is tomorrow at Our Lady of the Blessed Sacrament, 7 o'clock. You're more than welcome to attend. Thanks. Goodbye, Weird. I hope you find what you're looking for. Stay safe. You don't hope I find what I'm looking for. That must be 5 karma by now. 10? What? Where did this karma come from? Determines resistance physical damage. But if I get that, I couldn't get strength. No, it's no strength. I want what's the other one? Quickness. 6. I can get shotguns, so that'll work. Let's go talk to Mr. Delilah. You ready to do business now? I can have that runner crew on site as soon as I've got the new unit. Sure, let's see them. I was oh, I do get to pick mine runners. Good. Right, so what do we want? I only need to hire 2. She's a shaman, I think. Aye, shaman. I'm a street samurai. A mage would be helpful. Assassin, brute, burned out mage, what's this? go for him because he's long range weapons. Because these adepts seem a bit rubbish. I would like a mage. Marcus Reigns. Is he the only? Let's go for Niccolo. Maybe. If there's no better one. No, let's go for Niccolo. Parable Smart Link. That looks pretty balanced to me. Oh, I see you can. He'd still be really useful. I would have preferred to have hired a permanent crew that I can level up rather than creating a crew like this, but I think this might be more along the lines of what the pen and paper game is like. You return to the docks to meet Shannon Halfsky. Although the Ripper's latest victim was a brawler, but Shannon appears cool and professional, a consummate runner by birth, if not by trade. She'll get the job done, and hopefully one of the Hearth Spires in this place can point you towards the Ripper. Dealing with the spirits can be tricky business, but when they deliver, it's pure platinum. One doesn't have to be an Amerindian shaman to summon and control spirits. Anyone with magical talent can do it. But Shannon seems to have a particular connection to the spirit world. As you approach the gate, you know something's not right. The docks, already strange and uncomfortable at night, trigger the need for caution. Then you see it, the guards are missing, the gate's been smashed in. Ooh, scary. Cool, I can carry 2 shotguns now, so I could have bought that other one. Might have been nice to buy some extra health kits and stuff. I'm sure I'll be fine. About time you showed up. Looks like we weren't the only ones who wanted to take advantage of the situation. A bunch of mercs have locked down the area. I don't think they're here for us though. My guess is that something worth a bit of coin left in this warehouse. Any chance we can sneak past? Probably not. How surprising. They've been doing regular patrols around the perimeter, and the front door looks like it's locked. You there. The block is off limits. We've got a gas leak in the docks, no lightning. This guy doesn't look like one of the hired mercenaries. Hey, are you even listening? Get out of here. I'm not here for you, just let me through. Look guy, I didn't want to have to do this. Run away and no shoot. That shotgun has some range on it, man. Right, so that's locked, so they're going to force me to run around like this and get into a battle here. Ah, sneaky. So this is only versing 4 people, so it's like fighting another runner gang basically. Yeah, they're actually called Shadowrun, so. wonder if he must be the mage. So I want to learn this guy first, since I can't hit the mage. Why is he not shooting? Isn't he? I think maybe this mage was rubbish. You're in for it now. Oh, I need to reload. Oh well, next turn he's getting 3 shots. If he lives. Yeah, that's the most overpowered gun ever, man. As soon as the last merc hits the ground, the dogs become eerily silent. There's gotta be more enemies. Look at the mage, man, he's already in all the deep. Alright, he must be a healer type. On their turn. Oh, nice, they go one by one. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that combat was pretty easy.